Hi, I'm Dr. Erika Bruner. I was a conventional vet for 17 years, and now my practice is limited to acupuncture for pets and to end-of-life care. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why I got interested in acupuncture. As a conventional vet, I really had no interest in complementary or alternative therapies. I didn't have a lot of faith in them, or I just felt like it was too much to try to learn a whole new way of thinking. And when people would ask me about acupuncture for their pets, I would give them a referral and I would say, sure, go ahead, try it, it might help. But inside, I was always thinking it probably won't, or, it's probably just fairy dust. And if you think it helps, it's probably just because you think it helps. All the kind of standard stuff that I hear now from the other side of that thought process from conventional medicine. But my own experience with acupuncture really changed my mind. I had had elbow tendonitis for about a year and a half. It was really bad. I couldn't even pick up a glass of water with one hand at one point, and it hurt all the time. And I had been to two surgeons, but it's not a surgical condition. I had had a cortisone shot that helped for about 3 weeks, then it came back. I had been to 3 different physical therapists, and despite everyone's best efforts, things were not changing for me. And then my husband got me a gift certificate for Christmas to my acupuncturist, and that kind of against my will, I went thinking, I'm not really too excited about being poked with needles, but you already bought the gift certificate, I've tried everything else, what the heck. So I went, and I got better. I didn't get better right away. It wasn't one of those miracle times, but things started to improve gradually. And what really piqued my interest, though, in acupuncture to use with my patients was that about 6 months into the whole process, I noticed that certain things that I had just always dealt with or felt like I'd been dealing with forever, that I just thought were the things that I would have to deal with, like chronic kind of mild digestive issues, sleep problems from time to time, low mood especially, that those were just me and that I was going to have those things forever, but those things were improving. And I mentioned this to my acupuncturist, not thinking that it really had anything to do with the acupuncture per se, but she gave me this kind of knowing smile, and I realized, or maybe we even talked about it, that she hears that all the time. And I thought, what? Like, I went to have my elbow fixed and now I feel better and sleep better? That's strange. But as I learned more about Chinese medicine, I really could see that the way Chinese medicine works is it treats the whole being, the whole body, the whole mind, the whole spirit, the whole emotions, everything. It's all part of the same being, and it's all closely interrelated in the Chinese way of looking at things, whereas the Western way of looking at things is very it's kind of piecemeal. It's like there's a recognition that the kidney and the elbow are part of the same being, and that the sleep issues are there, and yet there's really not a connection seen between those things, and when we work on those things, we work on them separately. The other thing that I came to appreciate about Chinese medicine is that it can address things that are chronic, and that are, quality of life impairing in a gentle way that Western medicine just doesn't really have options for. I mean, I had never really gone to my doctor about these various issues because they were just not bad enough for me to want to take medication for them. And yet, I realized, especially after they started to get better, that they were bad enough to want to do something about them. And so, I pursued certification as a veterinary acupuncturist, and still learning all the time, and that's how I got started.